Here's a look at your daily market report on this Wednesday, the 6th day in November. Take a look at what took place yesterday at the auction barns around the state. Most of the barns had much lighter runs than expected due to heavy rains, flooding, and closed roads in some areas. Ozarks Regional Stockyards, 1,122 head. They called the market there uneven, from 4 lower to 4 higher. SEMO livestock sales, they had 435 head. Their market there on a light test, 3 to 16 higher. No market yesterday at the Interstate Regional Stockyards due to the flooding, so they were closed. Kingsville livestock market, they only end up with 1,032 head. A light test of steer calves sold with a higher undertone, while the heifer calves and all the yearlings were mostly steady there. At the Lolly Brothers livestock market in Macon, 675 head. Not as many as they were expecting either. However, there was a few stick-out sales there, especially on the heifer side. The market there was called $2 to $5 higher on those potloads of heifers, and a higher undertone was noted on a potload of steers. A potload of steers weighed 821 pounds. They were tagged as thin, sold at $264.85. The heifers had a potload of 678-pound heifers at $268.25. A potload of 719-pound heifers at $260.25. 2 other potloads of light 7 weights at $258.50. And then a half load of 708-pound heifers at Lolly Brothers brought $262. Unionville livestock market yesterday, they had 962 head compared to 2 weeks ago. Steers traded steady to $5 higher. Some 6 weights were sharply higher than that. The heifers were steady to $5 lower. They had a potload there of 654-pound steers that sold at $281.50. A half load of 512-pound lighter weight steers brought $321. Then had 2 loads of those Rockin' R steers, 869 and 895 pounds, sold at $254 and $256.75. Taking a look at what's going on around the barns today. Green Sea livestock market's expecting about 1,600 head. They have several drafts of high-quality reputation cattle there. South Central Regional Stockyards in Vienna, they're holding their first of 3 consecutive weeks of special feeder cattle sales, and they've got quite a few reputation strings of high-quality mid-weight feeders that'll be offered there over the next few weeks. Box beef cutout values this morning. Choice at $316.85, down 36 cents. Select at $283.75, down $1.49. Those values based on 86 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds this morning. The Choice Select spread at $33.10. Negotiated feedlot trade for the week, just over 1,300 heads scattered around the feeding regions. Not enough to establish any kind of a market so far this week. Still waiting on that to occur. Taking a look at the midday futures markets this morning on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for December up 52, 185.30. February 186.77 up 82. November feeder cattle up $1.32, 247.47. January at 243.57 up 122. Lean hogs for December up 40 cents, 81.52. February up 52 at 85.02. On the Board of Trade, corn contracts 4 to 5 higher at midday. December 423 3/4, March at 436 3/4. Soybeans, November's down 1/4 cent, 9.93 1/2. The January's up a penny at 10.02 3/4. The rest of the contracts further out 1 to 4 lower. Wheat for December up 1 3/4, 5.74 1/4. March up a half cent, 5.91 1/2. Soybean meal for December 297.40 a ton. That's down $2 and a dime. Soybean oil for December 46.45 a hundredweight, up $1.46. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your daily market report for Wednesday. This is Tony Hancock.